Well, hi, hello there, and a really warm welcome. It's Sophie here on a quite auspicious day because I decided to set myself a challenge to go live right here on my page on Facebook for 30 days consistently. No breaks, no excuses, no reasons, all of that good stuff. And what am I going to be sharing on these 30 days? I'm going to be sharing short videos on exactly how you can make a really good living from your art. Now, what am I going to be talking about precisely? Well, I'm going to be talking about some principles. I'm going to be talking about some how-tos, some top tips, lots and lots of different content. I'm going to be asking you questions. We're going to discuss things. But here's the really exciting part for you. These are going to be short, sharp, and to the point. So between 5 and 10 minutes maximum. So if you're on here and you come on live and you catch me going on even just a little bit past 10 minutes, you're going to wave at me and say, Sophie, stop. Because I have 30 days of content planned out for you, and I'm really, really excited. Today's video, we're talking about a principle that is really, really close to my heart. And this principle is, I'd love for you to adopt this idea of building a business around your existing art practice rather than changing what you do to become more, shall we say, commercial. So I don't know about you, but I've seen an awful lot of posts and videos and content out on social media at the moment, kind of encouraging you to change what you're doing to become more saleable, to be more commercial, to meet the current market trends. And what I want to say to you is, I don't agree with that, all right? I really don't agree with that. I would love for you to learn how to become an entrepreneur, a business person. And listen, I get how challenging that whole concept can be, because it can be daunting, it can be scary, intimidating. Maybe you don't know anything about business. You just want to be in the studio and paint, right? Like me, you just want to create your thing. You don't actually want to have to become a business person. But I'm going to say to you, if you want to make a living, and a good living, from your art, not changing it in any way, your art, whatever you're birthing, whatever is right for you, then learning how to become a business person, or I prefer the word entrepreneur because that's more me perhaps, but certainly learning to build a basic business around what you're doing is going to be far more stable and far more satisfying than it is if you decide to alter or tweak or go with a trend because that's what's on Pinterest, or everyone seems to be painting in this color, so I'll do just that, or there's a latest technique that everyone's buying, so, well, I could do that, so I'll change and work with this technique. And whilst, of course, some people are going to do that, and that's fine, I don't agree with that at all. I just want you to stick with what you are doing. Continue with your passion. I've got all these video content where I'm going to help you walk through the kind of steps of what does it look like to wrap this business around your existing art practice. What does it look like to learn some key skills, to adopt some key strategies, and just maybe make a little bit of a shift, of course, up here. So for those of you that are thinking, okay, I don't know if I want to come on live every 5 to 10 minutes every day for 30 days, I'm going to encourage you to do just that. Why don't you do what I've done in order that I remember? Why don't you set a timer on your phone? I'm going to be going live at 4 p.m. in Perth time, and whatever time that is for you, set a reminder, because we're going to go on a journey. We're going to go on a kind of Netflix binge-worthy, I hope anyway, journey. And of course, if you miss some, guess what? All the videos are going to be right here on my page. So when you come later on and you've missed some, maybe you've missed this one because I see people coming on now. Hello, hello. A really warm welcome to those of you coming on live. If you miss some, then you'll be able to go back to my page and you'll be able to just go down to, on the left-hand side, you've got live videos and you've got videos. So if you just toggle to the live video tab, then you'll always be able to catch up with any of the videos that you're missing. And here's the thing about this 30-day challenge. You don't need to watch them in the order that they come along. So if you do miss a few, Of course, it would be nice if you tried to catch them up in order, but don't feel like you have to. They're not sequential. You don't need to watch one before the other. They are all going to actually just be different topics, different ideas, different things that we need as artists in order to build a business around your existing art practice. Okay, so just for those of you that have joined, just kind of, again, what am I going to be covering? I'm going to be covering, I've got, like you can see my notes, I've actually written, I think, 36 topics to go for my 30 days. So who knows, if I'm loving it, I might carry on. But like I said, we're going to do a few how-tos. So I'm going to give you short how to do this. I'm going to give you top tips. Like if you're planning or organizing, what are my top tips for that? We're going to talk about mindset. What is going to get in the way? Or what do you need to change? What do you need to think about differently in order to get from where you are today to wrapping this business around your art practice? We're going to look at, towards the end, we're going to look about how do we know if we're running a really good business? What is business about? And what are some of the key things we're going to have to learn? So quite a lot of this is going to be key principles. We started today with the number one principle I hope you're all going to stand behind. So just a reminder, I'm going to keep saying it and I'm going to keep reminding you all through the videos. We're going to learn how to build a business around what you're currently doing so that you don't have to alter, change, or become more commercial. I'm going to teach you little bits about business planning. We're going to do quite a lot about marketing, guys, because marketing is one of the key issues that keeps coming up time and time and time again. People say, I've written a plan, here it is, here's my plan, but now what happens? How do I get into action? How do I actually build something that's sustainable? How do I move forward? And one of the key, of course, ingredients to this is marketing. So interspersed in these 30 days is going to be a large number of how-to, top tips, different ways to, different principles, different ideas. And just to whet your appetite, shall I whet your appetite with what we've got coming up? We're going to look at the 80-20 principle and where that's at with your mindset. I'm going to, in a couple of days, talk about the 3 Ps, probably not 3 Ps that you've ever heard about before, a different 3 Ps, and why these are going to be vital for you moving forwards. We're going to look about what you really, really need to start thinking about first off before you need to get going. We're of course going to look a bit about business planning, some top tips. What do you need to make an ultimate plan? We're going to look, I'm just diving in now for my notebook to kind of give you some ideas. We're going to look at what's the difference between sales and marketing. We're going to look at what's the most important thing we're going to discuss later on between planning, marketing, and sales. We're going to ask the question, should artists have a website? And if you do, what should it look like? I'm going to ask you the number one thing, the most important thing you need with your marketing. We're going to look at confidence. How confident are you with the tech aspect of all of this? Online, offline. Do you need a budget? Should you have a budget? When are you going to dive into social media? What is social media all about? How does that play a role in us building a business around our art? We're, of course, going to ask the question about perfect customers. It comes up and up and up again, again, again. We're going to talk about different ways to get out there, different ways to actually sell your art. So excited. I'm so excited. I'm really, really happy that that so many of you come on just today. I've just completely started this up today, so it's like, okay, let's go with it. So every day, guys, if you would like to join me for this Netflix journey, that's daytime, 4 o'clock Perth time. That's kind of, what is it, a couple of hours over on the East Coast and about 8 a.m. UK time. Join me every day. Set the timer, grab a cup of tea, have it on your tea break. Look, I've got my tea. I haven't even drunk it yet. It's good old British tea because, of course, I've just come back from the UK. So I'm going to have my British tea at 4 o'clock and you're going to join me, whether that's morning tea or afternoon tea, and just learn something new. Just 10 minutes in your day maximum. See, we're at 9 minutes. I'm about to say that's amazing. I'm going to see you guys. And what are we talking about tomorrow? We are going to talk about the 80 principle rule, what you need to know about that, how that applies to you as an artist, and how that applies to you as an artist with a business. We're going to see you same time, same tomorrow. Yes, all things I need help with, Rachel says. Awesome. Same time today, same place. And we will we'll carry on. So just join the journey. I'd love for you to share it out. If you know anyone who'd like to join this 30-day challenge journey with all these top tips, then send them along to the video. That's it. I need to stop because it's 10 minutes. Thank you guys for coming on live. I'll see you same time, same place tomorrow. Have a great rest of your day and enjoy your cup of tea. Bye.